Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video for a little while. A lot of things that happened during this time. I probably will put that in a different video. Today we have more exciting news to announce. This video is sponsored by Wondershare. As you guys can see here, I got XD and the Wondershare Mockitt open here. This is the launching screen. Today I will be sharing with you guys how to design a simple hub screen, or you can also use the same principle for home screen. I found this pretty cool looking design on Dribble, like this little screen. I'll show you guys how to do this really quickly. So a basic hub page is a page that you are on right before you go into the product itself, like this. You click on quiz and you go into like this. I haven't used Wondershare a whole lot. I tried a little bit. I think it's pretty easy to use this program. Same thing with Adobe XD. They're both pretty easy to learn. Sorry for the interruption. As a sponsor, Wondershare is giving away a free iPhone 12 for a design contest. If you're interested, check out the link below. Now keep watching the video. When you get into the project, on Adobe XD, you can go ahead and select your mobile screen right here. This is the most common screen I designed on, the 10, 11 Pro. I think we'll just create a new project. There we go. And then it's prompting me to give it a name already. I'm just going to call this home, actually hub screen, because this will be more like a hub. And then mobile. Again, here are the options. Yeah, so 11 and 10 has one size, and 12 has a new size. So yeah, so this markup tool is helpful to let you know that. Let's just go with 10 and 11 for now. So here, as soon as you come in here, you see that it automatically assume that this is home, and at the state 1 over here, just tell you the name of the page. I think they are both pretty good either way, because usually I just change the name. Over here looks like changing the name is, yeah, you double click on this side. This is kind of like Sketch. You change the name on the left hand column, and there's a little difference there. So let's look at the markup. The markup is pretty basic. There's the menu, there's search bar, a little profile, start your crease, there's image, and two image, a play button. I like this example a lot because it gave a really good hierarchy. You come on in and you see a really large image, draw your attention, and then you go down. And I assume that below is probably tile, maybe another column. But we only need to show one to learn how to do this really quickly. The first thing is we will need a menu icon and search icon and a bar. We won't make it look identical, but because I need to teach you guys some of the basic of the spacing, that for the best practice, this is the common practice. So it automatically gave you the phone bar, which is right here. So that's nice to have. Looks like these two are not compatible, so I cannot copy and paste. I am not going to spend time making a phone bar. Like, you can get an idea. 38. People usually use numbers that can divide by 8. So 8 times 5 is 40, and then so we're going to use 40 for height for this. Like I said, it's not exact, but we're close. So we'll have to change this to white for this project. We won't need that, so I'm just going to take it out, and then I'm going to change this color to white, because we do need another square right below white. Yeah. The reason why we're doing this and adding the white tile is because when you actually design for everything, like this icon, for example, if it's titleable, there usually is a square behind it, and there's a box behind it, and then you have to know all the sizes for each of the item to help you to say, okay, this is going to be clickable, and then how high in between each other so it looks right. So yeah, so right now we're doing this one. It doesn't have to be exact number again, but you need it's best practice to have a pixel grade. It's not absolutely needed, but that's what right now the common practice is. So this is probably not 40, but when it's under 40, it's a little lesser clickable anymore. So I'm just gonna go with 40 on the search bar. Again, like I'm just going to copy the color over, and then I'm doing XD first because XD is what I usually design with, so I'm more familiar with it. I can do this pretty quick, and then you can see that I need a space above and below. So let's just do A above, A below. So that's 16 more, and then we're just going to center that, and then drag it to just realign that. So this is the battery bar, this is a space, and we can add the menu. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is the grade that came with the program when I open it. Right now, I don't think it always look at this, but this is not the size that we should have. The left and right side of this usually is about 15 to 16 pixel. So yeah, so that wasn't is that what I was looking for, but here, so now it's 16. This side cannot be determined yet until we have this icon in there. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a 40/40. So on this side, it shows you how big it is. This is telling me that this is the typeable size. Usually we do a square, but a circle will work fine. And then we just make it transparent. And then we throw the menu icon. So usually I like to find icon from feathersicon.com. Type in menu, and then we download. This one actually, I see. I think the image is more like a grid than a menu. Let's use grid. Here we go. So we get a grid, and instead of align to the line, we are actually going to align it to this little box that I drew for this icon. And then now we have this and that. This is when we determine the space here. Let's screw that, and then usually, like I said, the increment of 8. So right now it's 10. I just move 2 over and then make this a little longer. This is probably the easiest way to do that. Let's turn off the grid. Let's get on the Wondershare and do the same thing. So for this one, when you want to open the grid, you have to click out the artboard and then click on the layout, then it shows this layout view. And then I just like this look a lot like 16, so we're just gonna go with it. And then we're gonna have to do all of that again. Usually you don't need to worry about like the grade too much, because you usually the programmer put in one grid for all your pages, and just need to be the same grid, and then they just need to line up to the side of the grid and a pixel here. So usually I don't really worry about that. And yeah, now we got this. So try. Nice. Looks like I can get the color outside of the design program. This is so far, I only seen XD and Mockitt can do this. Sketch, Photoshop currently cannot do that. You cannot go outside of the box and then pitch color from other website. So kudos to these two programs, really amazing. And I'm definitely honored that I am being suspended to do this video. So now we got a color, and then as you guys can see, I need the icon here. So this is one thing different. Mockitt come with all the icons, right? When you come in, it also come with buttons, widgets, like a lot of stuff. Like they just there. I haven't tried everything, but like you just kind of drag it in. See, like you get a text input. Like it has all the sender items, and then they have the iOS item, material design items, Windows like design items, like so many, right? And then so these are all like natively baked in. So like when you need it, it's just there, which is really cool. For XD, you can download libraries. I don't think I have any libraries on this account, but you can download the Apple library and stuff, each of them. This is really convenient, and I really like that. So let's just get rid of this for now. We won't need that. So that's a little different here. I'm pointing it out right now is because we need the icon, and all the icons are already embedded in the program. We need a grid. This is from Font Awesome. This is not quite like the grid I'm looking for, but it will work for now. I just don't want to spend a lot of time just looking for icon. And then we need to run this out. So now we have the radius, and then we can go all the way in. Now we are here. Now we have two very similar design. Let's turn off the grid. And I'm still trying to get used to both, right? Because they're a little different how you can turn off the grid. Let's get going. And then so you guys can see there's a background gray. There's a little drop shadow on the white tile. So what I will do is I will select the whole thing, and then I will go, hold on. You need to be able to see that mockup when you do this. So here's the mockup, and you go select, and then you just pick the gray, and we got the background. It has a really nice purple tone to it. And then for this one, oh, I see. Simple enough. We done the same thing there. And then the next step will be adding a little bit drop shadow on this underneath this, and then it will go. So on XD, not blurs the shadow, and that's too much of a shadow, little less, and then we need to make the blur higher, a little less. We need this one to be on top because there isn't a shadow there. So and now that looks good. Now try Mockitt for the first time doing a shadow. Looks like it's similar here, and then I need to turn down the transparency just to make it look nice. Very good. Now we move. Oh yeah, I need to move that to the front. So the bringing to front, the shortcut is different. Well, oh yeah, I do realize there's like something pretty cool on the Mockitt, is that or Mockitt, and I'm not sure how is it pronounced. It Mockitt will make sense because like we're making a mock-up. So Wondershare Mockitt. Anyways, what I do like is shortcuts. You like right here, you can actually see all the shortcuts in this program. That's really cool. Like you can learn as you go. And for XD, the shortcuts, some of them are different because XD use some of the standard shortcuts from other Adobe program that's like the older ones like Photoshop and Illustrator. So people that have been using Photoshop for a long time, like myself, is second nature. But yeah, let's see. Okay, name and the little image. So, and here's another part that's different here now. So for XD, we go ahead and drop an image, not quite that big. Like we will know that it's probably about 56. It doesn't have to be exact like the program, like the image itself. So you just kind of get the idea. Actually, that's probably not even close. But I'd say, let's look at it closer. So you just like compare, right? So let's just go with 40. I think that looks good. Right now there's the 16. I feel like that look a little close. So I go up more. I go to 24, just 8 more. And now I think that looks pretty good. We'll do, so here we will get rid of the border and then we will add text. T is the shortcut for text. I usually just drag it to the end. I have to look at the design again. So let's say we just do what we usually do. Siri. Yeah, we all love Siri, and it just pop up whenever you talk. Like it doesn't make any sense. I see. So A is too small. Like that obviously won't work. So this is an exception, right? But so, honestly, the secret out of this is actually the increment is actually increment of 4. 8 is trying to make it look more dynamic. So technically 12 will be kind of like, how should I say this? I usually wouldn't put any font that's smaller than 12 on the mobile. Like just look at it. Like it's tiny. Like if you look at it on your cell phone, like anything smaller than 12, I don't think it works. I don't know. Some people do 11. But yeah, don't do anything smaller than 11. This is on the small side. It's a good thing that's not important. I just copied that text. Let's start your quiz now. Exclamation mark. All right. I'm not gonna go find an image. Lazy. Yep. Sure enough. Because I'm on a client XD account, so it doesn't have all my plugin. I'm too lazy to log out and log into my own account. Usually you can have plugin UI faces or whatever else, or the illustration one, and then you can just get an icon in here. If you guys want to learn about that, we can make a video for that. Just comment below. If nobody cares or everybody already know how to, I'm not going to go into that. For Mockitt, you do want to do this a little differently. For Mockitt, when you know that when you're going to do an image, you do an image, and I will show you why a little bit later. So we know that this is going to be an image. Wait, I'm pretty sure I did the text. Oh, Mockitt, everything you drag. So like you find something you like, you drag it. So it doesn't work. So it doesn't work when you click on it and click here. It's different experience. So over there is different. You come here and then you go 16. Now I'm gonna show you why we use a square here and here. Instead of going find an image, let's just use the Mockitt logo. So over here, in XD, you just drag and drop into the box. And I think this one. Yeah, you drag into there, then drag into that box. So again, this is the same thing with Sketch. This is how Sketch had it set up. You just drag it into the image here. And then as soon as you drag it in, you see this new box. So you can actually just change it to a circle. So that's why I was saying, like, when you know that it's an image, you do an image, because in Mockitt you actually don't, like, you can't drag it into ship. You have to drag it into this image mockup thing that they made. And so yeah, but you can see they're both pretty easy to do. But usually when you drag and trying to copy, you press Alt and then Shift to keep it in a straight line. And that's the same thing here. I see what, like, the experience felt a little different. I see. When you're already dragging and you click out, doesn't work. You have to click out then drag. For this one, when you're dragging, you see that when you click out, it still works. So that works a little different. That's why, like, you see me like struggle a little. All right, we got that text. Now we're just gonna copy and paste it over. And then, so this text is 16. So for this one, it needs to be bigger based on the image. So let's go 24. So right now it's 25. Let's do 24 because that look decent. I have a feeling that we need more space than 24. Yeah, let's go to 32. That's the next one after 24. Like 8 more. Yeah, that looks a little nicer. And then the design have it bold. So let's go bold. So this yeah, it can't. This text is a little on the unreadable side, low contrast, but I don't have that image anyways, so that's no big deal. So now we're going to design the 2 tiles and this tile here, and then so for Mockitt, you will drag the image in because we know that we need an image here behind the background. It looks roughly this big, and then we need to remember that we usually do the ratio. So calculator, 327 divided by 8, so that's about 41. So I just do 41 times 8, that equal to 328. So we just need one pixel bigger. Yeah, that's roughly that. I know from the design, looks like currently is a little too tall. Let's just make it a little smaller. We click on it, shift down 2 times. Now we minus 20, and need to be 4 more. Now the sides look about right, and then like I said, we don't have to do identical. We just need to get the idea. So now we duplicate this. There we go. And then we kind of get the look. I know it's not quite the same. We can turn off the grid and you guys can see it's a little different, but pretty close. We can round the corner, probably 24. Great. So that look about right. And yeah, and then you can honestly just copy and paste and drag it down. So right now this is I saw the hint, it was 22. Looks like we didn't quite line up. So what we can do is we can line it up, and then we know that that one's longer, so all we have to do is drag all the way till it stop. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a little bit of text and then a bar, click on out and then shift. I think, yeah, I see the button has a little more stuff, and yeah, it looks somewhat like that. The text, squid, And down here, it looks like it just like 上楼人以上, so let's just type in something random. It doesn't matter. And make sure your box is 16 yen. Okay, there you go. And then I'm not going to do that little thing. I just get an idea. There's a bar there. Here. And then we select both and put in right. I'm just going to touch the top and do my clicking again to see the idea. I don't know, that looks like it's a little over there. I like things to line up to the grid, so I'm just going to turn on the layout and have it to see, like I'm just gonna have it to touch this side and there. Yeah, and to be honest, it's really the same thing. And then yeah, on XD it's really the same thing. We can do that pretty quickly here. Turn on the layout. It's Command Shift and the right bracket. I'm just not going to do the text for this one. You guys get the idea. Just type in text. Command T on both sides is really the same thing. Play button. I'm just going to finish out the rest of the design on Mockitt because it's actually slightly easier at this time because they have all the icons. I don't have a plugin, as I said, on this account. If I was on my different account, it would be clearly as easy. But right now, since I don't have it, and Mockitt came with the icons, I'm just going to finish out here over on this side. So again, let's roughly do 48 here. So we can have 40 for each of the buttons. Around the corner, let's go in and do 24 as well. That doesn't look good because it doesn't look the same anymore. We try 16. That still looked quite different. So yeah, this will be 8. As you can see, now the sides look fairly close. It could be that the original designer also used the in command of 8 in his or her design. And then let's get the icons. Home, notification. If you guys have any question, feel free to type it in the comment. I will respond. That one looks big. Yeah, because you can find different font size. So pay attention, like when you pick, you better pick all of them from the same font size if you decide to go with one. They don't look identified to the icon here, but I also don't really have interest in remaking the icons. So we're just going to use what it came with. When I use XD, I usually go on, like I said, go on feather icon, and then I just stick with the set. And if there's one or two missing, I just go ahead and draw it. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, not having to dry it, it's great. Yeah, here. So this way we have all the same one from the same set, and then we line it up. Looks like these 4 are on the same, and so this is what what I am going to do. See, this icon is only 24. Make sure you put a 40 box to make it easier for your user to click on it. So I put 40. Not everybody does it, and not everybody need it. But when the size is at 40, truly make it much easier for the user to click on it. Yeah, I believe. Oh yeah, the shortcut is different. I was like clicking and then nothing changed. So Mockitt, if you want the layer to go up and down, the layer for Mockitt it is Control Option up and down arrow. So either go up arrow or down, and then that way you get to the right layer that you want. You have to click on Alt without clicking on the Shift first. And let's just do both of them since it is a little hard. Okay, we got all the squares. So here what I'm gonna do is go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, perfect, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And then for the original design, it's right here. So we understand that we need to type home, the word home next to it, and then we put this in around the middle. Now that we know we have a button that's big enough for majority of users, trying to be inclusive, let's click off the stroke. This is looking pretty good. And then like compared to the original design, you can see it's pretty good. I like what we have so far. Group. Home. We're touching the box right now because this box is fairly big compared to the actual size of the icon. There's plenty of space, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And then we're drawing another box over that based on the design, and change the height to probably what did I do? Not 4,000, 40. Change it to 40, and we send it back. Control Option down arrow. And then we pull it all the way to the box, and then on this side we can do, I'm guessing 16, good. And now let's give it 16 on that side. Did we already do 16 on this side? Get the spacing correctly by distributing horizontally evenly. I mean, you just say horizontally, but yeah, that's the idea. And then that is, let's say the color eyedropper, and pick the color, and we remove the stroke, make this it's completely round, which we know doing 24 will round out when it's 40. We can click on it like that, and then we can click on that color and change the color, and then it will look very much close. And then for your image, you just do what I showed you earlier. You just have to drag the image right here, and yeah, I got a design. There's another icon and a circle. Very easy. You guys got it. If you guys have any question, let me know. Thank you for watching this video. Go check out Wondershare Mockitt. It is a newer design tool. It is awesome. As you guys can see, you can make this mockup pretty easy, and and then you guys can try out XD too. If you like the video, please subscribe, and I encourage you to watch my other videos. Thank you. Bye.